Once again, welcome to my YouTube channel. This video is going to be the final revision of chemistry for NEET 2018 aspirants. This entire video covers entire chemistry within just complete 40 to 60 minutes. I am going to deal each and every concepts of chemistry, few exceptions in inorganic chemistry, important organic reactions, physical chemistry, entire chemistry I am going to cover through this video. This would be the final class of the NEET 2018 aspirants before your main exam. So I hope this video will be going to be very helpful for all NEET 2018 aspirants. The one thing you have to keep in mind, you have to keep notebook with you, you have to note down the important points. And the second most important thing, you have to revise the concepts with the video itself. You do not have to depend on the next day, you have to revise each and every concept now only. So I'm going to start this video with very important concept of the organic chemistry. What is this concept? The concept says non-metallic oxide in the higher oxidation state is more acidic. Sometimes in organic chemistry, questions ask as per the oxidation number. They do not use directly with the concept of oxidation number, but if someone knows the concept of the oxidation number, he can solve the question very easily. Let's, for example, CO2 is more acidic than carbon monoxide, CO. Why? Because in carbon dioxide, the oxidation number of carbon is +4, while in carbon monoxide the oxidation number of carbon is +2. So on the basis of oxidation number, on the criteria of oxidation number, we can predict the acidic nature. Similarly, few examples are also given. SO3 is more acidic because SO3 the oxidation number of sulfur is +6, while in SO2 the oxidation number is +4. Similarly, Cl2O7 is higher, more acidic as compared to Cl2O. Okay, the first most important point you have to keep in mind, the on the basis of the oxidation state, you can predict the nature of the non-metallic oxide, whether it is more acidic or less acidic. Now the second most important thing is hydroxy acids. What is this compound? What is this concept? More the oxidation number, more the acidic nature. Okay, now you have to remember, as the oxidation number increases, the acidic nature increases. This is the universal fact, with just one exception that I'm going to tell you in just another 1 minute. The funda, that concept that you have to remember is, as the oxidation number increases, the acidic nature increases. Now they will give you the some options A, B, C, D. You have to predict which one of the following is correct. So on the basis of oxidation number, you can predict. In HClO4, the oxidation number is +7, HClO3 +5, +3, +1. So as oxidation number increases, the acidic nature increases. HClO4 is more acidic as compared to HClO3, then HClO2, HClO. Okay, now the one exception in this particular concept is H3PO4. The exception is, as per the normal rule, the oxidation number increases, acidic nature increases. So as per the normal rule, H3PO4 should be the highest acidic nature as compared to H3PO3, as compared to H3PO2. But the exception is what? The exception says, you have to remember this exception says H3PO2 is more acidic as compared to H3PO3, as compared to H3PO4. The order will be just reverse. So according to the K of the acid, you have to just remember this exception. Only one exception in the entire inorganic chemistry you have to remember by heart. Okay, the two concepts that you will remember, first one is non-metallic oxide in higher oxidation state is more acidic. More the oxidation number, more the acidic nature, but with just one exception, with the case of hydro hydroxy acids of the phosphorus. Okay, now move to the second concept. Second concept says the Schottky defect and the Frankel defect. In the previous years, we have seen that the question may ask from this defect. Now first understand this defect, Schottky defect and Frankel defect. In Schottky defect, equal number, just remember what I am going to say, equal number of cation and anion are leave the lattice sites, equal number of cation and anion leave the lattice site. The defect obtained is Schottky defect. While in Frankel defect, equal number of cation and anion leave the site, but they occupy the interstitial site. As you can see the void, they leave the site but they occupy the interstitial site. This is the difference between the Schottky and Frankel defect. In Schottky defect, they just leave the crystal, but they occupy the interstitial side. Now the few examples that you have to remember: due to the equal number of cations and anions missing from the lattice side, it is due to the anions usually cations from the lattice side and these occupy interstitial size. Just now I have told you, this is the most important point, you have to star mark it. In Schottky defect, density decreases. Why the density decreases? Because the cations or anion missing out from the lattice side. While in case of Frankel defect, no density change is observed. So they may ask in which defect density does not changes. So you have to tick on the Frankel defect. This similar type of question asked in JEE also, JEE main also. Okay, so they may ask in the NEET examination also, though. But will you answer? In Frankel defect, there is no change in density. Like density does not change. Okay, the third most important point is the examples. The examples are also important. Highly ionic compounds with having high cations or anion of same size is NaCl, calcium chloride, CaCl2. This is CaCl2. Okay, these are the examples of Schottky defect, while the examples of Frankel defect, AgI and zinc sulfide. Okay, these are the common things, but the few exceptional thing is what? Name the compound which show both defects. You have to just remember. I hope everyone is sitting watching this video with your notebook, so I hope you have to note down this important point. AZBR, silver bromide, shows both defect, Schottky defect as well as Frankel defect. So I hope everyone have noted down this fact, or those who already know about this, though they have revised this concept. So AZBR shows both defect, Schottky and Frankel defect. I hope everyone clear with this defect. Okay, move to the ideal solution, non-ideal solution. Okay, ideal solution is what? Those obey Raoult's law over the entire range of concentration and pressure. Now, in non-ideal solution, there are the two cases: positive deviation and negative deviation. What are the things that you have to keep in mind from the ideal and non-ideal solution? The first thing is examples. Examples is very important. Please believe me, examples are very important of these. So please remember all such things: benzene and toluene, n-hexane and naphthene. Those who have a smaller molecular difference, they shows the ideal solutions. Okay, now in the positive deviation solution, the examples are acetone, ethanol, acetone, cs2, water and methanol. While in case of non negative deviation with non-ideal solution, acetone, aniline, acetone, chlorine, that is methanol and acetic acid. So all these examples that you have to remember by heart. Okay, now the second most important thing is AB interactions. Like solute solvent interaction are similar to the solute solute and solvent solvent interaction. While in case of positive deviation from the Raoult's law, AB interaction are weaker as compared to AA-BB interaction. While in negative, AB interactions are stronger. The greater sign shows stronger, less sign shows weaker. AA and BB interactions. Okay, this also has been asked in the previous NEET or JEE exam, so please remember this point also. In ideal solution, AB interaction is similar to the AA BB interaction. A and B are solute solvent. Okay, AB interactions are weaker as compared to AA BB interaction in positive deviation, while in negative deviation they are stronger. Okay, now the third most important point: delta H is 0, volume change in 0. As it is positive deviation, it means delta H mix is greater than 0, volume change in volume after mixture is also greater than 0. Negative deviation, these are negative. These are the very basic thing. I hope everyone have remember. Please take the screenshot of this entire thing, it will be very helpful. Please remember the examples, they may ask directly the examples. Now move to the next important concept. Next important concept is reduction of alkyne gives cis alkyne by these reagents. Please remember these reagents. These are the four reagents through which you can get the cis alkene. Both the groups are on the same side. They are the two things, cis and trans. So first thing is, with the Linder's catalyst, once you have to convert alkyne into alkene to get the cis alkene. You can use these four catalysts. What are these? For these reagents: Linder's reagent, B2H6 diborane, Ni2b, P2 catalyst, or H2 in presence of palladium, barium sulfate. These four, you can use any of these. So they may ask in the form of options, like only one option is given as Linder's catalyst, rest three are different. They may ask which reagent can be used to convert alkyne to give cis alkene. So you have to take on the Linder's catalyst. Okay, this is the also very important point. Please remember all such points. These are very crucial points before the before the NEET examination. Okay, this is the very important. What is the concept? Says stability, inert pair effect. Okay, just remember inert pair effect. Stability of the +3 oxidation state decreases. Okay, from top to bottom. As we move down in a group 13, the stability of +3 oxidation number decreases. Please remember this fact. And the second star point is stability of +1 oxidation state as we move down across top to bottom increases. I'll repeat this thing once again. Stability of +3 oxidation state decreases as we move down top to bottom, while the stability of +1 oxidation state increases as we move down top to bottom. As you can see, boron +3 is more stable as compared to aluminium +3, as compared to gallium +3, indium +3. While we comes to the +1 oxidation state, thallium +1 is more stable as indium +1, gallium +1, barium +1, boron +1 oxidation state very less stable. So most stable with +1 oxidation state is thallium, while in the +3 oxidation state boron is most stable. Please remember this fact. This is very important. Reason is due to inert pair effect. If someone asks the reason is inert pair effect. The next most important thing is Lewis acid characters. देखो, X is any halogen, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. The acidic Lewis acid character decreases as we move down in the top to bottom. BX3, BCl3, AlCl3, GaCl3, InCl3. The most Lewis acid is BCl3 as compared to AlCl3. If we keep as same, X should be same for all, like chlorine, 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 bromine, 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 bromine. Okay. Now the second most important, if we changes the, like this is BCl3, this is BF3, boron trifluoride, BCl3, boron trichloride, BBr3, Bi3. So this order got reversed. Now I am not going to explain the inorganic mechanism behind this. You have to just remember this fact because the time is very less. Okay, so you will remember this fact. Lewis acid order and this order. Basic strength, top to bottom, basic strength of oxides and hydroxide increases. Please remember basic strength of group 13 elements as we move down. You can also note down this point what I'm going to tell. The basic strength of oxides, and hydroxide increases as we move top to down in a group. Okay, now this funda is very important. It should be clear in your mind. Now the next thing is, now we will come to the few questions. I am going to explain each and everything. This video is going to be very long, but believe me, after watching this entire video it will be very helpful. It will be a quick and crisp revision of entire chemistry for NEET 2018. This entire video covers lots of solved numerical, solved questions, solved organic, inorganic questions, lots of concepts. These are the very few concepts that I have discussed in the previous 10 to 12 minutes. And I'm going to explain very important questions that are very helpful for your NEET examination. Now what the question says, please understand this question. A 10% solution of cane sugar has undergone partial inversion according to the reaction. Sucrose water gives glucose fructose. Boiling point of the solution is 100.27 degrees Celsius. Average molecular mass of the dissolved material. You have to find out the first thing, average molecular mass of the dissolved material, fraction of the sugar that has inverted. Now you have to find out capital M and value of alpha. These two things you have to find out. Okay, before starting this solution, if just after the NEET examination we will focus on your AIMS examination. So if someone need GK material, free PDF material or free important GK questions for AIMS examination, please comment on this video. I'll make another video for the AIMS examination. Just after your 6th May exam we will concentrate on AIMS examination. Okay, now move to the solution of this question. Now what it says, let alpha be the degree of inversion of sugar. Okay, now this is sugar, water is in excess, glucose and fructose. I, value of I, Vento factor, how I wrote this thing, I'll tell you. Let's say this thing is 1, initially this is 1, nothing. Now reaction start, 1 minus alpha, it forms alpha. Why it's alpha? Because 1 are the stoichiometric coefficient. Now the total number of moles is 1 minus alpha after the reaction, 1 minus alpha plus alpha plus alpha. This thing I have written over there, 1 minus alpha plus alpha plus alpha. Okay, divided by initial moles. Initial moles I have taken 1, so it is 1. Alpha got cancelled by alpha. 1 plus alpha would be the value of I. So Vento factor I have calculated in terms of alpha because at last I have to calculate the alpha. Now the elevation in boiling point, it is what, delta TB, 100.27 degrees Celsius minus 100 degrees Celsius. This is the pure boiling point of water. So delta TB would be 0.27 degrees Celsius. As we know the formula, delta TB equal to Kb into small m. Small m is the molality. So delta TB equal to Kb into small m. Small m is what? Number of moles of solute present in 1000 kg, 1000 gram of solvent. Okay, yeah, number of moles of solute present in 1 kg of solvent, same thing. So W by M, W is the mass of solvent upon capital M, equal to 1000 upon capital W. Capital W is the molecular weight of solvent. This thing clear? Now I'm going to put the values. 0.27 delta TB, 0.5 to Kb value 10. Now this 10 is very important. From where we got this 10? This is the 10. 10% solution. 10% solution means 10 gram of solute is present in 100 gram of solution. It means mass of the solute is 10. Now what would be the mass of the solvent? As the 10 gram is present in 100 gram of solution, so mass of the solvent is 100 minus 10, that is 90. So 10 by capital M equal to 1000 upon 90. So capital M would be 213.99, approx 214. Now M we have figured out already. Now we will go with the I. I is nothing but the normal molecular weight divided by observed molecular weight. I value you have to just substitute in terms of alpha. So observed molecular weight of sucrose. Sucrose is C12H22O11. The molecular weight is 342. So 342 divided by 213.99. So approx alpha would be calculated as 0.60. So average molecular mass is approx 214 and alpha is the 60%. 60% it has dissociated. So correct answer for this question is this D. Okay, once you have calculated the M, these two options are rejected, but still we have to calculate alpha because alpha varies 0.4 and 0.6. So 0.6 is the correct answer. Move to the next question. I hope now this is a motivation thing that I'm always kept in my mind, that you have to kept in mind. Yes, I can crack NEET examination. Only few days are left for your NEET examination. You have to be stay motivated, stay calm, believe in yourself, believe in God, believe in your preparation, whatever you are doing in the past 1 or 2 years. So yes, I can crack the NEET examination. Once you have to say by own, please say with me, yes, I can crack the NEET examination. I have believe, I have studied. Anirudh Wali is always with you. This motivation provides you to study a lot. Now the second most important question that I have taken is, now first read by own. 1 mole of an ideal gas at 300 Kelvin in thermal contact with the surrounding expands isothermally from 1 to 2 liter against a constant pressure of this. In this process, change in entropy of the surrounding delta S we have to figure out. 1 liter atmosphere value is also given, 101.3 joule. Now we will solve this question by using the first law of thermodynamics and the formula of delta S surrounding. It is nothing but minus dq by t, as we all know. Now we will use both the things. As the process is isothermal, it means delta U is nothing but the zero. I have already taught entire thermodynamics on my YouTube channel. These are the final revision class. Students, believe me, in the upcoming time I'm providing lot important concepts. Please believe me, please watch entire video. It's going to be very helpful. Now dq is nothing but minus dw, as change in work done is nothing p external dv. Dv is what? Change in volume. External pressure is the change in volume, 2 minus 1 1, so 3 liter atmosphere. But in terms of joule we have to figure out. So 1 liter atmosphere in the question given as 101.3, so 3 into 101.3 joule, it is given here only. Okay, now delta S of surrounding is nothing but minus dq by t. Minus dq, this is nothing but the dq. This we have calculated from here. So by T, temperature 300 Kelvin, we will get as minus 1.013 joule per Kelvin. Now you can see the correct answer is C option. On the time students may tick on the B option, but the formula says minus dq by t. So please remember C is the correct answer. This is the entire solution of this question. Now move to the next question. This question I have taken from the chapter ionic equilibrium. Important question. What is the question? Ksp of the this salt Ag2CrO4 is this at 298 Kelvin. Solubility of Ag2Cr4 in 0.1 molar AgNO3 solution is what? Okay, Ksp is given. Now I'm moving to the solution side, but before that, you believe in yourself, please students. Yes, you can crack the NEET examination. Only few days are left. Please stay motivated. Keep studying as much as you can. Please keep studying. Don't give up at the last moment, please. It's my humble request. I hope all will follow the instructions carefully. So ksp value is given as 1.1 into 10 to the power minus 12. Now ksp says what? Ag silver plus ka whole square, silver plus whole square into chromate CrO4 minus 2. From where this 2 comes from, I'll tell you. The salt in the question is given as Ag2CrO4. Once we will dissociate this salt, it will be dissociated as Ag2CrO4 will be dissociated as 2Ag plus CrO4 2 minus. So 2Ag plus, the stoichiometric coefficient of 2 will be raised to this power. Okay, so Ag plus whole power 2 CrO4 minus 2. So now Ag plus concentration is what? As they have asked the solubility of this salt in zero point 0.1 molar AgNO3. Once we will dissociate AgNO3, we will get Ag plus and this NO3 minus. So this is zero point 0.1, so this is zero point 0.1, this is zero point 0.1. Okay, so Ag plus concentration is nothing but the 0.1. So 0.1 whole square into S solubility of this silver chromate salt we have to figure out. So S comes out to be 1.1 into 10 to the power minus 10. This is very important question, very unique question. So correct answer is B. So I hope everyone have understood this concept. Now move to the next. Okay, this chart is students going to be very helpful. Please draw on this chart. This chart is very important. So I'm going to explain now. First I have given you some important concepts, then I solved some numericals, then again back to the concepts. Okay, so this aniline chart give you lots of reactions. That is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 reactions. Please remember all such reactions. I'll explain you all such things. What's the thing? In aniline, benzene upper NH2 group shows aniline. When we add concentrated H2SO4 in aniline, we will get benzene sulfanylic acid. And the group of benzene NH2, this SO3H group adds on the para position. Okay, now next diazotization reaction. This is diazotization reaction. NaNO2 plus concentrated HCl on the very cold, not very cold but some cold, 0 to 5 degrees Celsius temperature. On 0 to 5 degrees Celsius, diazonium salt will be obtained. This diazonium salt reaction is very important. Okay, now the next thing, when we add one oxidizing agent K2Cr2O7 potassium dichromate plus H2SO4, when we add, please remember what I'm going to explain. When we add strong oxidizing agent in aniline, we get parabenzoquinone. Please remember how we obtain parabenzoquinone, by adding strong oxidizing agent in aniline. Now the next important thing, phenyl isocyanate, when we add chloroform CHCl3 plus alcoholic KOH. Next important thing, major product would be the para product, not the ortho product. When we add CH3CO whole 2O or CH3COCl in presence of pyridine, then add concentrated HNO3 plus H2SO4 in acidic medium, then we will get this major product. Okay, now the next important thing, similarly when we add Br2, we will get the major product as para 1. Now this is important one, when we add bromine in presence of water directly, when we add bromine in presence of water in aniline, we will get this compound. This compound is very important. Please comment through the IUPAC name. Please comment the IUPAC name of this compound. I'll waiting for your comment. Okay, these all reactions, please remember all these reactions. Now move to the next question. Please make sure that you have taken the screenshot or you have note down the entire chart. Now the next important question, please do by own. This is very important or easy one. When in carboxylic acid, when we want to obtain a product in carboxylic acid, lithium aluminum hydride in presence of ether, but it does. Okay, these are the few things I'll explain you. This is alcohol, this is carbonyl compound, this is acid. Okay, this is acid. Please remember this chart. Once we have to go to alcohol to acid, we have to do oxidation. Okay, please I'm not able to draw properly. Okay, because my software is not working properly, but anyhow you will understand. This is alcohol, this is carboxylic, this is carbonyl compound, this is acid. When we have to go from alcohol to acid, we use any oxidizing agent. Now the second thing is, when we go for acid to alcohol via this carbonyl compound, So we will use reduction. What we will use? Reduction. R shows reduction. Okay, please, I'm repeating the same thing. Alcohol to carbonyl, then acid. We will use oxidizing agents. Back, acid to carbonyl, then alcohol, we use reducing agent. So lithium aluminum hydride is a reducing agent. It means the product obtained will be alcohol or carbonyl compound. Okay, this hint I have given you. Now I am explain what it will be obtained. It will be directly lithium through the lithium aluminum hydride. Please remember students, acid, if we add reducing agent of lithium aluminum hydride in acid, we will obtain as alcohol with the same number of carbon atoms. So D will be the correct answer. Now I'll show you how. How many number of carbon atoms are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbon atoms are there. It means definitely product obtained will be alcohol. So C option cannot be the answer, B option cannot be the answer. The second thing is, this is alcohol, this is alcohol, but it should be the same number of carbon atoms as it presents in the reactant side. Okay, so D is the correct answer. It is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbon atoms are present in it. Okay, this thing please note down in your notebook. Now, kind of some motivation, as you have listened to me around 25 minutes, another 15 to 20 minutes you have to listen me, because these things in the last moment are going to be very very helpful. Please students, stay motivated, happy, work hard, don't give up hope. Anirudh Wale is always with you. I know you have studied well, you can crack the NEET examination. You are strong in biology, I'll make you more strong in physics as well as in chemistry. Please believe in yourself. Your parents are waiting for your good results. Your entire family, entire coaching institutes, entire teachers are waiting for your good results. Now this is the motivation that I'm going to provide. Please, now I'll use डॉक्टर है मेरी लड़की. ये सेंटेंस देखो, जो भी लड़कियां मेरी वीडियोस देख रही हैं, लड़के देख रहे हैं, लड़का लड़की स्लैश कुछ भी हो सकता है, जब आप एक बार नीट का एग्जाम क्रैक कर लोगे, वंस यू विल क्लियर द एंटायर नीट एग्जामिनेशन, और जब आप अच्छे कॉलेज में पहुंच जाओगे, देन यू विल रीच इन द गुड कॉलेज ऑफ मेडिकल, देन आपके पेरेंट्स बहुत प्राउडली मोमेंट पे बोलेंगे, हाँ भाई, जिससे बोलेंगे पड़ोसी से, हाँ भाई मेरा लड़का मेरी लड़की बहुत अच्छे डॉक्टर, मेरे मेरे लड़का मेरी लड़की डॉक्टर बन गए हैं भैया, डॉक्टर है, मेडिकल कर रहे हैं, एमबीबीएस कर रहे हैं, बीडीएस कर रहे हैं. बहुत प्राउड मोमेंट होता है यार पेरेंट्स के लिए. यू वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस थिंग राइट नाउ, बट बिलीव मी, दिस इज द मोटिवेशन दैट यू हैव टू कीप इन योर माइंड, एंड you have to do nothing. You have to just study for another 4 to 5 days, hardly 4 days. Please believe me, दिस लाइन मोटिवेट्स यू, दिस लाइन मोटिवेट्स यू. यदि आप सुनना चाहते हैं अपने पेरेंट्स से, हाँ भाई मेरा लड़का मेरी लड़की डॉक्टर है, डॉक्टरी कर रहे हैं भैया, बहुत मोटिवेटिंग लाइन है. प्लीज इसको मोटिवेशन बनाओ और अपनी नीट एग्जाम को क्रैक करो. अगला कंपाउंड, अगला क्वेश्चन मैं आप लोगों के साथ डील कर रहा हूँ. एन ऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड हैज कार्बन एंड हाइड्रोजन परसेंटेज इन रेशियो 6:1 एंड कार्बन ऑक्सीजन रेशियो 3:4. द कंपाउंड इज. Now, this question we have taught in mole concept as well as in organic chemistry. So I have taken this question, whether you can understand this is a mole concept question or organic question, organic chemistry question. But the fun fact is you have to solve right now. I'm going to provide solution. Now, please remember, percentage ratio of carbon and hydrogen is 6:1 and percentage ratio of carbon and oxygen is 3:4. Now, what would be the percentage weight ratio of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen is 6:1:8. How it would come? See, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. This is 6, this is 1. Okay, now we'll change the color. Now carbon and oxygen, this is 3 and this is 4. Okay, now if I'll multiply by 2, if I multiply by 2, what it would be? It is nothing but the 6, it is nothing but the 8. To make it similar, 6 6. So carbon hydrogen oxygen ratio is what? Nothing. 6:1:8. So carbon hydrogen ratio is 6:1:8. Percentage of carbon is 6 divided by 15. 15 is nothing but the 6 plus 1 plus 8 into 100, that is 40%. Percentage of hydrogen is nothing, 1 by, because in hydrogen ratio is 1. In total 15. 6 plus 1 plus 8, 6.66. Percentage of oxygen similarly 53.33. Now what you have to do, you have to just divide by molecular mass of carbon, molecular mass of hydrogen, molecular mass of oxygen. You will get the ratio, you will get the values as 3.33, 6.66, 3.33. Now once you simplify it, it is nothing but 1 to 1. So the simplest ratio of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen is 1:1. 1:2:1. So the formula of the compound is 1 carbon, 2 hydrogen, oxygen. The formula of this compound is formaldehyde, H HCHO. So HCHO would be the correct answer. I hope everyone have understood. A is the correct answer. Now once again I am repeating the solution. You have to first make the ratio in simple ratio, like carbon, hydrogen, carbon, oxygen they have given. Now compare with all these: carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, 6:1:8. Now percentage of carbon, how will you calculate? 6 divided by 15, 1 by 15, 8 by 15. Now just divide by molecular mass. Third step is divide by molecular mass. Fourth step is to make it simplify. This is 1:2:1. Okay, this thing clear? Molecular, the compound is formaldehyde. You have calculated this compound. Okay, this is another motivation. Believe me students, this is very motivating picture. This aunt can, if this aunt have a believe in yourself, believe in herself, she can work as hard as she can bring this thing possible, then why cannot you? यदि ये चीटी कर सकती है तो यार तुम क्यों नहीं कर सकते? तुम में क्या कमी है? भगवान ने तुम्हें अच्छे कपड़े दिए, अच्छे पेरेंट्स दिए हैं, रहने के लिए अच्छा घर दिया है, सारी फैसिलिटीज दी है. यू हैव टू डू नथिंग, यू हैव टू जस्ट शो योर टैलेंट, यू हैव टू जस्ट स्टडी. यार पढ़ना ही तो है, करना क्या है? सिर्फ 5 दिन पढ़ लो, फिर तो आराम ही आराम है. प्लीज स्टूडेंट्स बिलीव मी, दिस इज वेरी मोटिवेटिंग. सो प्लीज स्टडी इन द रेस्ट फ्यू डेज. जस्ट कुछ नहीं करना यार, प्रैक्टिस करनी है, फॉर्मूलाज रिवाइज करना है, वीडियो को देखना काफ़ी इंपॉर्टेंट है. और 15 से 20 मिनट भी पढ़ाएंगे, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, सब कुछ कवर करेंगे. देखो ये बोरोन की सारी प्रॉपर्टीज मैं कवर करने वाला हूँ. देखो बोरोन, once we add hot and concentrated HNO3 nitric acid in boron, we will get boric acid H3BO3 and NO2. First thing. Second thing, when we add just directly nitrogen, we will get boron nitride Bn. When we add water in boron, we will get B2O3 and hydrogen gas. SiO2, we will obtain silicon. When we add NaOH base, we obtain Na3BO3 and hydrogen gas. These things please remember by own, please, because in some part inorganic is tricky. Some part you have to learn the things, you have to mug up the things, you have to remember the things. Nobody can give you any trick on these parts, but I believe you, there are few things like MOT theory, amphoteric oxides trick. In the starting of this video I have given you one trick. As the charge, as the oxidation number increases, the acidic strength increases. Okay, now burns in oxygen in air, we obtain B2O3. When Arcal method, with the help of this Bi3, we can obtain pure boron with the help of Van Arcal method. This is very important. BX3, when we add hydrogen hot tungsten, we obtain pure boron. Okay, Na2BO4O7, add HCl, H3BO3, heat it, B2O3, just rub it with magnesium, will obtain boron. This chart is very important. Please remember all these reactions, these are very important for your exam. Okay, these things, please remember this formula. This formula is from chapter chemical kinetics, class 12 chemistry. Log K2 by K1 equal to E upon 2.303 R into T2 minus T1 upon 1 minus T1 upon T1 into T2. Okay, this formula I have derived directly from the Arrhenius equation. K equal to A into E to the power minus EA by RT. So log K equal to log A minus E upon 2.30 R3. This is the graph of log K versus 1 by 1 by T, and the slope of this reaction, slope of this equation is minus EA. Please remember, slope of this equation is minus E upon 2.303 R. In the Valia Dhamaka series, I think in the part 4, yes, in the part 4, I have given you one numerical problem on this concept also. So please, I hope everyone have watched the entire videos of Valia Dhamaka series. If you haven't watched till now, please watch it. Still 3 to 4 days are left. So please watch all the videos. I think around 6 to 7 videos are there, just 15-15 minute videos. In these videos I have discussed lots of important questions of chemistry as well as in physics. So this is the final revision class by Anirudh Walia. Anirudh Walia helps you in every point. Believe me, I'm always with you, no matters what others says, no matter what other student says. Okay, now the next question I have taken from the chapter electrochemistry. At temperature 298 Kelvin, the EMF of the following electrochemical cell is this: oxidation with concentration 0.1, reduction with concentration 0.1. We have to figure out the EMF. Use Nernst equation, nothing else. Please solve this question by own. I have given you a hint, you have to use the Nernst equation. Okay, dear students, best of luck for your exam. I'll always with you. Keep patience, read the question carefully. These are the few things that you remember while you are attempting the question or while you are in your main examination. Okay, now I'm going to give you the solution of this question. You have to do nothing, you have to just use Nernst equation. But the one thing here, zinc 2 plus gives zinc by losing the 2 electrons. Okay, so a value of n would be the 2, but here silver gives silver plus, so to maintain 2 electrons just multiply this reaction by 2 by 2. Okay, fine. Now apply Nernst equation. Nernst equation says nothing, EMF of cell equal to E naught of cell minus 0.059 by m by n number of electron transferred log into oxidation upon reduction. Now oxidation is what? Oxidation happens with the silver and reduction happens with the zinc. Okay, so concentration of oxidation yani silver plus concentration, this 2 is nothing but the stoichiometric coefficient of this Ag plus, this is 2 divided by concentration of reduction, that is zinc 2 plus. Zinc 2 plus concentration is nothing, 0.1. Similarly silver plus concentration is also 0.1, value of n is 2, E naught of cell is minus 1.562, as we can see here. E naught of cell is minus 1.562. We will put all these values. What you will get, you will directly guess EMF of cell is minus 1.53 volt. Okay, this is the mathematical part, you can solve by own. I have given you the concept. The most important thing is value of 2, just you have to do by this equation. देखो बच्चे ये 2 वाली वैल्यू भूल जाते हैं, इसलिए 2 वाला ध्यान रखना, इसलिए इस क्वेश्चन को डाला गया. क्वेश्चन सिंपल था, कुछ नहीं करना था, बट 2 वाला पॉइंट, दिस 2 पॉइंट, द ये जो 2 वाला पॉइंट है ये याद रखना कैसे 2 आया है. आई हैव एक्सप्लेन्ड यू. नाउ द सेकंड इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इज this chart. This chart is taken from the chapter solid state. This is very important. Please remember radius versus edge length of the unit cell ratio, direct relations. For simple cubic, r equal to a by 2. Please remember these relations, please students, please, it is very important. For BCC, r equal to root 3 a by 4. For face center cubic, r equal to root 2 a by 4 as the value of z. This is nothing but the value of z. For simple cubic it is 1, for body center it is 2, for face center cubic it is 4. Now the packing density, please remember 52%, 68% for BCC, 74% for FCC. Okay, coordination number 6, 8 and 12. Coordination number is nothing but the nearest neighbors. Okay, please remember these relations, these are very important. For simple cubic, r equal to a by 2, BCC r equal to root 3 a by 4, FCC root 2 a by 4. Okay, now this is another very important question. Please solve this question by on first. For the reaction X2Y4 gives 2XY2 gas at 300 Kelvin, the values of delta U and delta S are given. You have to find out the value of delta G. Okay, now first solve this question by own. Keep patience. I hope everyone have kept notebook with you, so you can solve the questions also on the back side or on the same page. But few things that I have explained you, please remember in your notebook. Now I'm going to explain the solution of this question. Now see the solution. Delta H equal to nothing but delta U plus delta NGRT. Delta H is nothing, delta U plus delta NGRT. Delta U is given in the question, it is nothing but 2000. Delta NG, change in number of moles. Now how I have wrote this thing, change in gaseous moles. Now see, it is liquid, we won't consider this one. It is gaseous moles, product minus reactant. Reactant, on reactant side there is nothing gaseous, product gaseous reactant, so it would be 0. 2 minus 0 would be 0. Don't take 2 minus 1, it would be wrong. Please understand this thing. Number of gaseous moles, change in gaseous moles. So 2 minus 0 is 2. R value is 2 in calorie. Value of R in calorie is 2. Please remember. So delta U plus 2 into R is 2 calorie per Kelvin per mole, temperature 300 Kelvin. The value of delta H comes out to be 3200. Now we have to find out the delta G by the Gibbs-Helmholtz equation, which is nothing but the delta H minus T delta S. So delta H is 3200 minus 300 into 20. We will come, the answer would be come out as minus 2800 calorie. So the answer would be minus 2800 calorie is C. Okay, the two concepts I have discussed in the question. The first one is very important, this delta Ng, how you have calculated the delta Ng. Only the gaseous moles are involved in the change in नंबर ऑफ मोल्स। ओके, गैसियस वाले ही लेने हैं भैया, यहाँ पे सॉलिड होता है लिक्विड होता है हमें फर्क नहीं पड़ता। द सेकंड मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग, प्लीज रिमेंबर गिब्स हेल्महोल्ट्ज इक्वेशन, दिस इज गिब्स हेल्महोल्ट्ज इक्वेशन, डेल्टा जी इक्वल टू डेल्टा एच माइनस टी डेल्टा एच। ओके, now move to the next question. Okay, next is the very important, all the reactions of benzene, how can we prepare the benzene? By the acetylene. In acetylene in red hot tube we will obtain as benzene, this is benzene, this benzene CONA NaOH, हीट करेंगे यहाँ पे कैल्शियम ऑक्साइड की प्रेजेंस में, फिनॉल को जिंक की प्रेजेंस में ट्रीट करवाते हैं तो बेंजीन ऑक्टेन होता है, दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रिएक्शन, द बेंजीन इज ऑब्टेन्ड बाय द फिनॉल ऑन ट्रीटिंग विद जिंक, this is again very important. Benzene disonium chloride salt, when we pass through H3PO2 plus H2O in copper plus will obtain as benzene, this is very important. Benzene SO3H, water, hot water will obtain benzene. Chlorobenzene will obtain, through chlorobenzene we can also obtain benzene. These are the few reactions, and all the naming reactions of organic chemistry I have discussed to you. Please, you have to search on YouTube organic naming reactions by Anirudh Walia, you will get that video. Please watch that video before your main examination. Okay, I wish you all the best, keep studying, stay motivated. Another 20 minutes, another 15 minutes I'll take you, because few concepts I have to explain little bit more. Okay, now the another concept, another important thing is, I hope this tension word goes out with this video. I have explained you in the past 40 minutes, I have explained you a lot of the things, so please पुट ए क्रॉस मार्क ऑन टेंशन। यार टेंशन होनी ही नहीं चाहिए, इतना सब कुछ तो पढ़ा दिया आपने, खुद से भी पढ़ा है, दिल से मेहनत की है, सब कुछ पढ़ा है, तो टेंशन की बात ही क्या है, कोई बात नहीं है टेंशन की। सो प्लीज पुट ए क्रॉस मार्क ऑन टेंशन वर्ड, क्लियर? नाउ आई हैव ऑलरेडी पुट ए क्रॉस मार्क फॉर यू। ओके, गुड। Now this question says the value of KH for argon, CO2 for maldehyde, CH4 is given as these. Arrange these order in the increasing solubility. Okay, this is the factual question. In needs they may ask one or two factual question, that I have taken this question. Now you have to remember this fact, please note down in your notebook, the higher the value of KH, lower is the solubility of the gas in liquid. So the, as argon having KH value as 40.39, so it has least solubility, while formaldehyde has least value of KH, it has highest solubility. So I hope order will be clear to all of you. Formaldehyde, CH4, CO2. Okay, so C will be the correct answer. So I hope this thing has cleared to you, and please note down this fact, higher the value of KH, lower will be the solubility of the compound, of the gas in liquid. Another important question from the atomic structure, please read the question. If the radius of the first Bohr orbit of hydrogen is x, then the de Broglie wavelength of the electron in the third orbit. Just remember this formula, Rn equal to n square r1. Okay, so put the value of n as third orbit, so n square third, 3 का square 9, so r3 radius of third orbit would be the 9 times of radius of first orbit, and radius of the first orbit is given as x. Okay, now mvr equal to nh upon 2 pi, just put r equal to n times of x for the third orbit, n value should be third, so h by mb is nothing but the lambda, just we have to find out the de Broglie wavelength, it is nothing but the lambda, so lambda comes out to be 6 pi x, 6 pi s, yani b is the correct answer for this question. Okay, use two things, rn equal to n square r1, mbr equal to nh upon 2 pi, you can solve this question by on very easily. Even though I explained the entire concept, yes, I can crack the NEET examination. Please students, stay motivated. Now move to the next question. This question I have taken from the surface chemistry. Freundlich isotherm is very important. What the question says, for a linear plot of log x by m versus log p in a Freundlich isotherm, which of the following statement is correct? Now these are the four options. Now come to the solution part. This is the solution part. Okay. According to the Freundlich isotherm, what the equation is, x by m equal to k into p to the power 1 by n. Taking log on both sides, log x by n equal to log k as log m into n equal to log m plus log n. You know the property, log m to the power n equal to n into log m. These are the few properties. So log k plus, as 1 by n in the power side, so it will come down, so 1 by n into log p. Okay, this thing clear? Now compare y equal to mx plus c. This is y, and this thing, this is x. Y equal to mx plus c, this is intercept, log k is intercept, 1 by n is slope, so only 1 by n appears as slope, intercept the log k as intercept, no, intercept is log 1 by log k. Both appears in the slope term? No. In the slope term only 1 by n is appears. 1 by n appears as intercept? No. 1 by n appears as intercept term in the slope term. Log case slope, log case intercept, log case intercept, and slope is 1 by n. So only the fourth option is matching with this statement. So I hope, please remember this friendly isotherm. This is very important. Just take the log on both sides, you will get the answer. Now move to the next important thing, very important. Please remember, please, basic strength, solubility and thermal stability of the group 2 hydroxides increases top to bottom. Please remember solubility, basic strength and thermal stability. Please students, please remember, it is very important before your NEET examination. Basic strength, solubility and thermal stability of the hydroxide of the group 2 elements are increases top to bottom, while the solubility of the carbonates, sulfate or these oxalates decreases from top to bottom in first two, while in second case there is some anomalous behavior. This thing you have to remember. Okay, but for the carbonates and sulfates, top to bottom solubility decreases. It means top to bottom decreases. Clear? Please remember these things. Solubility decreases, almost insoluble. Barium sulfate, strontium sulfate are almost insoluble. Okay, BC2O4 more solubility as compared to calcium C2O4, strontium, barium, sparingly soluble. लगभग थोड़े बहुत ही soluble होते हैं, but mainly insoluble. Now when it comes to the stability of carbonates increases top to bottom. These are the few things that you have to remember. Stability of carbonates increases top to bottom, while the stability of the sulfates decreases top to bottom. Okay, I will revise, I will recapitulate all the things one more time. Basic strength, solubility and the thermal stability of hydroxide increases top to bottom, while the solubility of carbonates and sulfate decreases top to bottom. Please understand this thing. This is again same order. Now come to the stability part. Carbonates की stability top to bottom increase करती है, while sulfate की stability from top to bottom decrease करती है. The stability of sulfate decreases from top to bottom. Okay, please remember these are the things. These are very important. Now move to the next slide. Okay, this thing is very important from the chapter gaseous state. In van der Waals equation of the state of gas law, the constant B is a measure of. So please remember the van der Waals constant for volume correction B is a measure of effective volume occupied by the gas molecule. C is the correct answer. Okay, what would be the van der Waals equation? Please note down P plus A into N square by V square, P plus A into N square by V square into V minus NB equal to nRT. Small a and small b are the constant, van der Waals constant. Okay, please remember this thing. Okay friends, move to the next part. Okay, this is again thermodynamics question, very important question, star mark question. Standard entropy of x2, y2 and xy3 are 60, 40 and 50 joule per Kelvin per mole. For the reaction this delta H is given as, now to be at equilibrium, it means at equilibrium delta G value is 0, temperature would be. Okay, now you have to use the two concepts, Gibbs-Helmholtz equation and this. Now first one you have to find out the standard entropy for this reaction. Second thing, use the Gibbs-Helmholtz equation. I have given you the hint for this question. Please try solve by on. Now move to the solution side. What the solution says. Okay, for this reaction, entropy change for this reaction is nothing but entropy change of the products minus reactant. On the product side it is nothing but xy3. So entropy change of xy3 minus of half of x2 entropy minus of 3 by 2 of y2 entropy. All values are given as 50, 60 and 40. Please put these values. Answer comes out to be minus 40 joule per Kelvin per mole. Now use the Gibbs-Helmholtz equation, the second hint I have given you. Okay, so for the equilibrium, at equilibrium value of delta G is 0. Please remember, so delta H is given in the question minus 30 kilojoule and delta S we have calculated from this reaction. So the temperature we have to find out, delta H by T delta S comes out to be 750 Kelvin. Okay, 750 Kelvin is the correct answer, yani D is the correct answer hai. Okay, this is the another motivation for you guys. This motivation says what? I have to crack NEET for my parents. देखो नीट क्रैक करने के पीछे मोटिवेशन कुछ भी हो सकता है, डॉक्टर बनना भैया, अच्छी लाइफ सिक्योर करना, जॉब लेना, एक बार नीट क्रैक हो गया तो भाई पड़ोसियों के मुंह पे ताले लग जाएंगे, ये अपने पेरेंट्स के लिए नीट को क्रैक करना। तो हो सकता है आपकी मोटिवेशन अपने पेरेंट्स के लिए नीट को क्रैक करने की हो या नहीं है, तो प्लीज़ पेरेंट्स की खुशी के लिए यार लाइफ में इतना तो कर ही सकते हो, इतने बड़े बच्चे हो गए हो, मैच्योर बच्चे हो गए हो, ठीक है, 17 18 19 साल के बच्चे हो गए हो, आप आराम से अपने पेरेंट्स की खुशी के लिए सिर्फ एक नीट का एग्जाम क्रैक नहीं कर सकते यार। देखो मेहनत तो कर सकते हो, क्रैक हो ना हो ये आपके हाथ में नहीं है। आपके हाथ में क्या है, आपके हाथ में मेहनत करना, और बस मेहनत करने में कमी मत रखना। क्योंकि 6 मई को जब नीट का एग्जाम होगा, वो शाम को जब आपसे मैं पूछूंगा, तो ये नहीं होना चाहिए सर काश 2 दिन और पढ़ लिया होता, या 1 महीना और मिला होता, या ऐसा कुछ हो गया होता ये कर देता, ये वर्ड मन में नहीं होना चाहिए। मेहनत अभी से पूरी करनी है, ठीक है। तो आई होप मोटिवेशन बनाएंगे, मेहनत अभी से पूरी करेंगे, जो भी टाइम बचा मेहनत करो प्लीज़। मेरा तो बस यही मानना है, मेहनत पे विश्वास रखो, फल कुछ भी आपने मेहनत दिल से की है तो फल भी अच्छा मिलेगा। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन की तरफ बढ़ रहे हैं। हाउ मेनी यूनिट सेल्स आर प्रेजेंट, हाउ मेनी यूनिट सेल्स आर प्रेजेंट इन ए क्यूब शेप्ड आइडियल क्रिस्टल ऑफ NaCl ऑफ मास 1 ग्राम, एटॉमिक मास गिवन एज दिस। तो ये क्वेश्चन चलो आप खुद से सॉल्व करना, मैं आपके लिए हिंट देके छोड़ देता हूँ इस क्वेश्चन के लिए। क्वेश्चन का मैं आंसर आपके कमेंट में वेट करूंगा क्या इसका करेक्ट आंसर है, ठीक है। जिस बच्चे ने इसको कर लिया मतलब उसका प्रिपरेशन अच्छा चल रहा है। डेंसिटी ऑफ द यूनिट सेल चलो मैं आपको बता देता हूँ, नथिंग बट द जेड इंटू कैपिटल M अपॉन ए क्यूब इंटू Na। डी डेंसिटी ऑफ द यूनिट सेल, Z is what? Z is nothing but the number of atoms per unit cell. For simple cubic it is 1, for BCC 2, FCC 4. A is the edge length of the cube, M is the molar mass, Na is the Avogadro number. Okay, now they have asked you number of unit cell present in 1 gram of the crystal. Okay, now for the NaCl crystal, the value of Z taken as 4. The hint I have given you already. Okay, so I hope everyone will solve this question. Now we will move to the next concept. Next concept is nothing but the Gibbs energy change. Now Gibbs-Helmholtz equation, I have used this term already 2 times. Delta G equal to delta H minus T delta S. Gibbs-Helmholtz equation. Okay, so the few things that you have to remember: for the equilibrium, delta G is 0. I have given you one problem in which I have taken delta G is equal to 0. For non-spontaneous reaction, delta G is greater than 0. For for the spontaneous reaction, delta G is negative, yani less than 0. Okay, these are the few things that you have to remember. What are these things? For endothermic reaction, it means delta H is positive. For endothermic reaction, delta H is positive. At low temperature, delta G is positive. It means non-spontaneous reaction. So please remember this fact. In endothermic reaction, at low temperature, reaction is non-spontaneous. Similarly, while in exothermic reaction, it means delta H is positive. At low temperature, reaction is spontaneous. If you have to learn this concept in detail, so please on YouTube you have to search thermodynamics by Anirudh Walia. In just 30 minutes, I have explained entire thermochemistry. No one can teach you better than this. I can challenge you. I have covered each and every concept of thermodynamics in that particular video. So you have to do what? You have to just type on YouTube thermodynamics by Anirudh Walia. You will get the video. Okay friends, now move to the next. This is the very easy problem. For the reaction I have equilibrium, delta S value, delta H is given, temperature at equilibrium means delta G is 0, so delta is 0, it means delta G is 0, it means delta S equal to delta H by T. So temperature we can calculate as 400 Kelvin. This similar problem I have taken you just 2 minutes ago. Okay, now the next and the final important concept, it is what? It is nothing but the orthophosphoric acid, H3PO4, pyrophosphoric acid, orthophosphoric acid, and this thing is hypophosphoric acid, and this thing is cyclotrimetphosphoric acid, polymetaphosphoric acid. Please remember these structure, these are very important. What they ask you, number of POP linkage in pyrophosphoric acid. Okay, number of P double bond O bond is orthophosphoric acid. In hypophosphoric acid they will ask you these types of the question. They will directly ask you number of POP linkage in H4P2O7. So if someone knows the structure, they can solve easily by these types of the question. So I will suggest you please remember these structures. These are the final things. So I try to cover entire organic as much as entire chemistry, including organic, inorganic and physical, as much as I can. So I hope everyone have enjoyed the lecture. I have given you lots of motivation. So this is the last line. I try to cover maximum concepts and maximum questions that I can. This is going to be around 1 hour video, but even though if any concepts left out, please study by own. Don't too much depend on me, or don't 100% depend on me. I can give you the concepts, I can teach you as maximum as I can, but Trust me students, self study is also very important to crack NEET examination. Okay, the few important ppt few important videos link I will provide you in the description of the video. Please watch these videos also. Please watch Walia Dhamaka series for NEET 2018 aspirants. This series is also very important. So all the best guys. I hope I have spent 1 hour for you. I made this entire PPT around 5 to 7 hours. It took 5 to 7 hours to making this entire PPT. I collected lots of important things. Then I made this video. This video, believe me students, I have invested lots of time for you especially so that you can score well in your chemistry, especially in NEET examination. So all the best. God is always with you. Believe me students, keep studying. Parents will always support you no matters how you study. At last everyone is going to see your results. ठीक है, कोई नहीं देखेगा आपने कितनी मेहनत की कितनी नहीं की, पड़ोसी सिर्फ आपका रिजल्ट देखेंगे. तो प्लीज़ स्टूडेंट्स रिजल्ट को अच्छा लाने के लिए मेहनत करें. 3 से 4 दिन बचे हैं, अच्छे से मेहनत करें. सारे कंसेप्ट मैंने कवर करने की कोशिश की है, बट इवन दो मेरे को पता है कुछ कंसेप्ट शायद रह गए होंगे. आपको लगता है कि सर ने ये नहीं पढ़ाया वो नहीं पढ़ाया, तो इसलिए मैंने आपको बोला कि थोड़ा बहुत रह जाता है. ठीक है, आपको खुद से करना भी चाहिए. सेल्फ स्टडी भी इतनी इंपॉर्टेंट है. तो दिस थिंग प्लीज, इफ एनी कंसेप्ट लेफ्ट आउट प्लीज स्टडी बाय ओन. ठीक है, खुद से भी थोड़ा बहुत पढ़ लेना, बट मैंने अपनी पूरी कोशिश की है कि आपको सब कुछ पढ़ा दूं. तो आई होप मैं सफल हो पाया हूँ, आपको सब कुछ पढ़ाया होगा. और आई होप ये वीडियो आपके लिए काफ़ी हेल्पफुल होगी. बहुत सारी चीज़ें आपको नीट में सेम एज इट इज़ देखने को मिल भी सकती है, नहीं भी, बट द थिंग इज़ कि जितना मुझसे हो पाया मैंने आपको प्रोवाइड किया. फाइनल टच क्लास थी. इस फाइनल टच क्लास में मुझे उम्मीद है कि 1 घंटा आपने लगाया है तो आपने बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिला होगा, बहुत सारी चीज़ें रिवाइज करने को मिली होंगी. ठीक है, इसके बाद भी कुछ ट्रिक्स मैंने डाल रखी हैं. आपको यूट्यूब पे सर्च करना है कि अनिरुद्ध वालिया ट्रिक्स. आपको इनऑर्गेनिक ट्रिक्स, स्पेशली इनऑर्गेनिक के लिए मैं बहुत फेमस ट्रिक्स डालता हूँ. ठीक है, तो आपको सर्च करना है यूट्यूब पे इनऑर्गेनिक केमिस्ट्री ट्रिक्स बाय अनिरुद्ध वालिया और आपको वीडियो मिल जाएगी. ठीक है, और अब मैं अगले 2 मिनट आपको एग्जाम रिलेटेड कुछ स्पेशल टिप्स दूंगा. वो स्पेशल टिप्स क्या हैं प्लीज़ ध्यान से सुनना. जब आपका मेन एग्जाम होगा 6 मई को 10 से 1 के बीच, तो आपके पास जितने दिन बचे अपना रूटीन सेम कर लो. डेली वही रूटीन फॉलो करो जो उस दिन फॉलो होगा. 10 से 1 के स्लॉट के बीच खूब मेहनत करो, दिल लगा के मेहनत करो. उन 3 घंटे में पेपर सॉल्व करो, वीडियो देखो, क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करो, दिमाग को यूज करो. ऐसा नहीं कि बस थ्योरी लेट के पढ़ रहे हैं नहीं. 10 से 1 के स्लॉट में 2 से 3 दिन खूब मेहनत करो, क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करो, ताकि आपका माइंड एक्टिव रह जाए. हाँ, इस बच्चे को इस बच्ची को 10 से 1 के स्लॉट में प्रैक्टिस ही करनी है. ठीक है, अपने माइंड को ऐसे बनाओ. पेपर को, क्वेश्चन को एक एक चीज़ ध्यान से पढ़ना. कई बार क्वेश्चन में ऐसा हो सकता है कि नॉट करेक्ट पूछा हो, आपने करेक्ट वाली चीज़ टिक कर दी हो, माइनस प्लस की गलती हो सकती है. तो उन सब गलती को अवॉइड करने के लिए क्वेश्चन को ध्यान से पढ़ना. ठीक है, और छोटी छोटी चीज़ रहती हैं जो आपको ध्यान से करनी चाहिए. ठीक है, अपने एग्ज़ाम हॉल पे अपने टाइम से पहले पहुंच जाना और एडमिट कार्ड अपने साथ लेके जाना. जो भी इंस्ट्रक्शन है ध्यान से पढ़ना. क्वेश्चंस अब जो लास्ट टाइम बचा, अब क्या करें क्या ना करें समझ में नहीं आ रहा होगा, वीडियोस देखें, नोट्स को रिवाइज करें, कोई भी नया क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करने की कोशिश ना करें, नई बुक्स को बिल्कुल भी टच ना करें. हो सकता है आपको चीज़ें पता लगे ना लगे, या भूल जाओ, कुछ भूल जाओ. ठीक है, तो उन सब चीज़ों को अवॉइड करें. सिर्फ पुरानी चीज़ों को पढ़ें, नोट्स को ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा पढ़ें, वीडियोस को देखें और ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा टाइम इन्वेस्ट करें. 10 से 1 का जो स्लॉट है आपका मेन एग्जाम है नीट का, उसमें आपको ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा चीज़ों को करना है, प्रॉब्लम्स को ज़्यादा सॉल्व करना है, ताकि आपका माइंड बहुत ज़्यादा एक्टिव हो जाए, ताकि आपको बहुत ज़्यादा चीज़ें सीखने को मिले. ठीक है, तो बस 2 से 3 दिन मेहनत करते रहिए. फाइनल क्लास हो चुकी है, सब कुछ मैंने पढ़ा दिया है. इससे और किसी को लगता है कि कोई टॉपिक रह गया तो प्लीज़ यूट्यूब पे सर्च कर लेना, मेरे चैनल पे वीडियोस देख लेना. कोई भी टॉपिक आपको पढ़ना है, जैसे पॉलीमर मैंने 15 मिनट में पढ़ा रखा है, पॉलीमर बाय अनिरुद्ध वालिया. ठीक है, केमिस्ट्री इन एवरीडे लाइफ, बहुत सारी चीज़ें पढ़ा रखी हैं यार आप लोगों के लिए. आपको जस्ट एक बार सर्च करना है इनऑर्गेनिक केमिस्ट्री ट्रिक्स, जरूर सर्च करना. फिर मत बोलना हाइब्रिडाइजेशन का ये ट्रिक रह गई. पैरामैग्नेटिक की ट्रिक लास्ट टाइम मैंने जेई वालों को पढ़ाई थी, बहुत हेल्पफुल हुई थी. 3 क्वेश्चन आए थे, 12 नंबर फ्री के मिल गए थे उन्हें. ठीक है, तो अब आपकी बारी है. सारी चीज़ देखना, ज़्यादा एक पेपर से एक दिन पहले ज़्यादा टेंशन ना लेना. क्या होगा, थोड़ा चिल करना, क्योंकि पूरे साल पढ़ा है. एक दिन अब खुद को आराम दें, दिमाग से सोचें, आराम से अच्छा खाना खाएं, अपने हेल्थ का भी ख्याल रखना और पेरेंट्स का आशीर्वाद लेके जाना. मेरा बेस्ट विशेष आप लोगों के साथ हमेशा है, मेरा आशीर्वाद आप लोगों के साथ हमेशा है. ठीक है, तो इन सब चीज़ों के साथ वीडियो को यहाँ पे एंड करते हैं. आई होप पूरा जो लेक्चर आप लोगों को 1 घंटे का है काफ़ी हेल्पफुल होने वाला है आपके अपकमिंग नीट एग्जामिनेशन के लिए. मेरी बेस्ट विशेष वंस अगेन कह रहा हूँ, मैं आपके साथ हैं. पेरेंट्स की बेस्ट विशेष आपके साथ हैं. एक बार नीट एग्जाम अच्छे से हो जाए प्यारे बच्चों, जैसे मैंने जेई वाले बच्चों को पूरा प्रॉमिस किया है कि उनको पार्टी मिलेगी, तो अगला नंबर आपका है. जैसे ही आपका नीट का एग्जाम हो जाए बताना, मैं आप वीडियो बनाऊंगा कि कैसा हुआ आपका एग्जाम, तो बताना. लाइव सेशन में अपन जल्दी मिलेंगे नीट के बाद. ठीक है, पहले भी लाइव सेशन चाहिए तो बता देना, थोड़ी टेंशन हो रही होगी, डिमोटिवेटिंग हो रहा होगा, तो उन सब टेंशन को दूर करने के लिए एक लाइव सेशन अपन कर लेंगे 5-7 मिनट का। ठीक है, तो ये सब चीज़ें बात हो गई। पार्टी करेंगे, एग्जाम को अच्छे से फोड़ के आना, आग लगा देनी है। अनिरुद्ध वालिया की बेस्ट विशेष आप लोगों के साथ हमेशा है। तो प्यारे बच्चों, इतनी सारी चीज़ें मैंने आपको बता दी है, बस 2 से 3 दिन पढ़ लो, चीज़ों को रिवाइज करो। एनसीईआरटी पढ़ो बायोलॉजी के लिए, केमिस्ट्री के लिए मेरी वीडियोस देख लो, फिजिक्स के लिए आपको प्रॉब्लम्स को प्रैक्टिस करना चाहिए। केमिस्ट्री लगभग यार मैंने कवर करवा दिया है इस वीडियो के, नहीं तो और बाकी जो जो चीज़ें पढ़ा रखी हैं वालिया धमाका सीरीज़ में बता रखी हैं, तो उन सब चीज़ों को देख के आप बहुत कुछ सीख सकते हैं। तो प्यारे बच्चों, इसी के साथ इस वीडियो को रोकते हैं। आई होप जो भी बच्चे मेरे साथ 1 साल से 2 साल से रहे होंगे उनको बहुत सारी चीज़ें सीखने को मिली होंगी। तो प्यारे बच्चों, मेहनत करना। नीट का एग्जाम मैं चाहता हूँ कि सब बच्चों का अच्छा हो, फिर अपन एम्स की तैयारी पे लग जाएंगे। वहाँ इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग 1 मिनट लूँगा, एम्स का जीके का मटेरियल भी आपको चाहिए तो बता देना, मैं जीके भी पढ़ा दूंगा, कोई टेंशन नहीं है। मैं चाहता हूँ कि हर बच्चा नीट में अच्छा स्कोर करे, एम्स में अच्छा स्कोर करे। मेरी बेस्ट विशेष आप लोगों के साथ हमेशा है। तो प्यारे बच्चों, धूम धमाका करके आना, पेपर को अच्छे से करना, पेरेंट्स का आशीर्वाद लेके जाना, सेंटर पे अच्छे से पहुंचना, क्वेश्चन अच्छे से पढ़ना। ये सारी विशेष के साथ, ये सारी इंपॉर्टेंट टिप्स के साथ मिलते हैं अगली वीडियो में नीट एग्जाम के बाद, कि आपका एग्जाम कैसा रहा हो कैसा नहीं, प्लीज़ बताना। तो प्यारे बच्चों, मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में। गॉड ब्लेस यू ऑल, बाय बाय।